Hello everybody, welcome back today to our channel called Utopia. Today's episode is really heavy, like sit with it after kind of heavy. Well, we're talking about something you probably have reference about, like drinking the Kool-Aid. But here's the thing, most people say that phrase without actually knowing where it came from. Today, we're unpacking the real story behind it, the Jonestown Massacre.
Yeah, and just saying it like that already feels different because this isn't just some random historical event. This was real people, kids and families.
Exactly. And what it makes make it more disturbing is that it didn't start something new. It starts something like hope. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. A dream of equality. Let's go all the way back to the years 1950s in Indianapolis, where a man named Jim Jones started something called the People's Temple.
Okay, wait. Already sounds like a cult name.
Yeah, now it does, but back then, not really. Jones actually stood for something people needed. He preached racial equality during a time where segregation was still very real. Black and white families worshiping together, that was really rare.
So he was actually doing good at first.
He really was. Like, they ran food drives, helped the elderly, opened clinics. People remember him saying things like, I'm here to bring justice where the world has failed you. And people believe him. Basically, they saw it.
That's what makes it scary because no one signs up thinking, yeah, I'm joining a cult.
Exactly. They joined because they wanted purpose, community, and change. And then all shifted to control and power. But slowly, things started to get to change. By the 1970s, the group moved to California, mainly San Francisco. And this is where Jordan began shifting from leader to controller.
Like how?
He started demanding loyalty, total loyalty. He told his followers, if you love me, you prove it. Basically like a taxi ex. And proving it means signing over their money, their homes, and their lives.
That's insane. But also, if you're already emotionally invested, it probably doesn't feel insane yet.
And exactly, that's the trap. He also used something called struggle sessions, basically public humiliation. Imagine standing in front of everybody while your mistakes are shouting out loud. I don't think nobody would like that.
That breaks you down mentally.
Completely. And once you're broken, you're easy to control. And we moved to Jamestown. By the 1970s, things were catching up to him. Journalists started to sniff around allegations about abuse, manipulation, financial fraud. But what does Jones do? He runs. He convinced nearly 1,000 people to move to Guyana, South America,
Into the jungle.
into the middle of nowhere. He called it Jamestown, and he sold it like a dream. We built a social paradise free from racism, free from hate.
That sounds almost beautiful.
It did, but reality completely different. Like there was rush. People worked 10 to 12 hours a day in intense heat. Food was scarce, just rice and gravy. At night, they didn't rest. They listened to Jones for hours over loudspeakers.
Like nonstop?
Non-stop rants, paranoia, control. He said things like, the outside world is your enemy, they will destroy you if you leave us. So,
So he cut them off mentally and physically.
exactly. And then he came something called White Nights.
That sounds dark.
It was. These were fake society drills. He would wake up everybody and say, this is it. We must die for a cause. They drink what they thought was poison, and then he told them it was a test.
That sounds psychological torture.
He trained them to obey, without question. Back in the USA, families were getting worried. They knew something was wrong, so they reached out to Congressman Leo Ryan, who is the congressman in California.
He actually went there, right?
Yeah, in November 17, 1978. At first, everything looked normal. Music, smiles, a big dinner. Jones even said, "See, we're living in peace."
Oh, but it wasn't real.
Not even close. That night, someone slipped a note to Ryan groups. It says, "Please help us get us out of here."
That's chilling.
Then the point of no return got here. But the next day, November 18, Congressman Ryan prepared to leave with defectors. As they were boarding planes, Jones' armed guards showed up. Gunfires, chaos started to develop. Ryan and 4 other people were killed.
So at that point, there was no going back.
None. Back at Jonestown, Jones gathered everybody. He told them, "They will come for us. They will torture our children." Then he said the word that would define everything. We risk might commit revolutionary suicide.
But it wasn't really a choice.
No, they brought bad or poison drinks, flowers they mixed with cyanide. Children was first. Parents were told, "Don't be afraid. This is just going to sleep."
That's horrifying.
And if anyone resisted, there were guards with weapons. That wasn't just suicide, it was force. By the end, 80 people were dead. Over 2,000 of them were children. Jones himself, he didn't drink the poison. He died from a gunshot in his head.
So even at the end, he didn't follow his own words.
Correct.
I think what hits the hardest is they weren't weak people.
Not at all. There were people who wanted something better, a fair world, a safe place. Jones once told him, "I'm the only one who truly cares about you." And when you isolate someone enough, that starts to feel true.
It really shows how dangerous it is when one person has that much control.
Exactly. This story is about a tragedy. It's about manipulation, isolation, and the humans need to belong. So next time you heard someone says, "Drinking the Kool-Aid," remember, there wasn't a joke. There was 98 people's life.
Yeah, real people, real story.
Truly. It's not about crazy people. It's about master manipulation, a group of people who just want a better world. Well, oh dear Utopians, we hope you have enjoyed and find the story as well like we did. Thank you for listening and take care of each other.